it because he's been allowing me to breathe every single day for the last 20 some odd years. So obviously he's good for what he said. As a matter of fact, Lee, I've seen him do things in my mama's life that only God could do. I've seen him do things in my grandmother's life that only God could do. You see, God will give you multiple streams of income as it relates to your faith. I wish I had some believers in here who knows, who has the proof that God is able to do exceeding abundantly, that all above all I can ask or think, but it's only according to the power that works in me. We're going to get on that power in just a minute. Jesus gives us proof. The scriptures give us proof that God is able. Look at my friend Noah, look at Jonah, look at Moses, and all of the major prophets and the minor prophets of the word. God came through on his word every single time, and he did not miss, because I understand the concept that God is not a man that he should lie, nor is he the son of man that he should have to repent. And so I'm trying to understand why it is that we have such a problem serving the Lord with gladness. I'm trying to understand why it is that we have such a problem with allowing God to come through on his word. All right, you don't believe me. All right, I just graduated from college. And I went to a private college, so it was about 30 grand a year. And they said, you know, we can't give you enough financial aid, so you're going to have to pay out of pocket a sum for every month. We can break it down monthly. And then my job lost me. They lost me. And I say they lost me because the Lord said, quit the job. And I said, no, why would I do a thing like that? That doesn't make any sense. He said, I want to show you that I'm Jireh.
All right.
I feel deliverance right in here for somebody else. I have a feeling I have a few witnesses in here who know him to be Jireh. And so, you know, folk thought I was crazy. They said, why would you quit your job? I was a chef at Olive Garden. I was a culinary major. And because I know folk love some Olive Garden, don't they? And I was a culinary major. And the Lord said, quit your job. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I love you and everything, but I don't know if I can do that, God. And that was in September. He spoke to me last September. And we went through October, and I promise you, I preached more conferences last year when I wasn't working than when I was working there for the last 2 years, 2.5 years. And every time they called me to work, they called me for a conference. I said, Lord, you're real funny. You're going to have me preach when I got to go and make some money. But then I found out that they would pay me at the conferences more than I would make in a week at Olive Garden. And so I knew him to be Jireh. So I quit the job. I said, okay, now I trust you. Now what? He said, okay, first we're going to publish a book. And then your job is not going to have anything to do with it. And he said, the kingdom is going to fund this project. And it was a $1,500 project with no job. And so you cannot tell me that God does not create multiple streams of income for our faith. I like that. Somebody tweeted or Facebooked it for me. He creates multiple streams of income as it relates to your faith account. Amen. I know the Lord to be a healer because I've seen folk healed. That woman sitting back there had issues going on with her heart. And the Lord showed us in prayer one night. He began to show me the human form. Now this was different for me because I could see the skeletal and the respiratory and all of the organs and things like that, and I could see where the ailment was in the body of the individual. And one night we were in prayer. You know, I'm an old soul, so my grandmother and I, we talk like we're girlfriends. And we were praying one night, and the Lord began to show me the valves of her heart. And then the doctors had to go in and do surgery and put stents in her heart. But I prayed and I laid hands and I said, we're going to believe God that we don't have to do this. And then we went into the hospital and we were waiting in the waiting room for the surgery to be done. But then the doctors came back in and they said, we don't have to do it because there's nothing wrong. I'm just trying to explain to you that God will give you multiple streams of income. When I tell you, I looked at my mother because she knew I wanted to dance and I didn't want to scare the poor white man. I said, all right, well, that's wonderful. Praise the Lord. I was very dignified and Methodist, so to speak. We honor the Lord. But when he left out of the room, I began to shout and give God praise because he was activating and motivating my faith. I don't know about you, but God will give you several reasons as to why you can trust him, why you're in trouble. He will give you several reasons as to why you can believe him when hell is all around you and when the bottom is falling out of your life. Every single time. He's Jireh. He's Jireh. My question to you is, what is it that the Lord has spoken over your life that you forgot? Or that somehow the enemy has tried to come in and have you be broken and despondent as it relates to the word of the Lord for your life? I come to activate that today, and I come to motivate it, because the devil is a liar. He was and he will be.